So, Irkaan, I mean, so we can now that we're so we can once we overcome this fear of failure and you see yourself getting closer to your goals. I mean, where do you see yourself in the next 6 months?
Where do I see myself in the next? I definitely see myself, traveling, having that financial freedom and basically giving back to my parents, with the money that I make. But definitely traveling,
Wow, traveling, making money, creating that freedom life for your family, bro. I mean, what does that look
Yeah.
like? I mean, how would what would be how do you plan on getting there in the next 6 months?
Well, essentially, I would have to earn a lot of money, but yeah, the like essentially, I would love to just take my parents, take my siblings, to like Tokyo, Bali, like Dubai, all of these places because I mean, what can you go wrong with, Bali? Like you're just gonna stuff your stomach up, Yeah, so but I would definitely need a decent amount of income in order to do that.
Hmm. Yeah, right. It's Japanese had very much there. Bali and going through these places, it would cost a lot. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you be able to do it while being in your job? Yeah.
Definitely not. No, working 12-hour shifts, earning
Hmm.
earning a little income now. Definitely not.
Okay. Okay, so tell me then, how much would you need to get out of your job and actually work towards this life of freedom in the next 6 months, do you think?
Well, I would definitely need around about think USD, just to give myself that actual freedom about stressing about money again for another 6 months to come,
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
10K USD per month?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
100%.
Wow, okay. So the 10K USD, what would that look like when it keeps like when you say like travel? Would that be in the next 6 months or
Well, I don't if I'm still working in construction, most definitely not. That will probably take me maybe another 12 months, maybe another a year and a half, maybe 2 years,
hmm.
just to earn 10K USD, not even a month.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and so I mean if you made this money online and you were able to get out of your job, I mean, what would you what would that look like? Let's say you do have that 10K a month and now 6 months later you're traveling the world, you're going to Bali, Dubai, China, Japan, sorry, and having that life of freedom. I mean, where would you want to go next? I mean,
Well, definitely, wanna. I would love to travel the world. That's
mm,
one thing that I've always wanted to do growing up. Because here, where I'm from, where we grew up, you don't really travel the world. All you see is just photos. All you see is just pictures on the internet of places, and you never really get to experience it. Get to
mm,
be there. So it's more of a thing of a childhood dream to just go around the world and just experience the cultures, the different places. Probably most likely also Brazil. Not be just the Latinas there also, but also like the culture there itself, soccer, football. Be amazing.
wow,
Yeah.
got a lot on your plate then, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, do you think 10K a month would even be enough? I mean, it sounds like you ball all go all out for everything, your family, your people, the Latina girls. I mean,
Mm. I don't know if 10K USD will be enough for all of that, but for the first 6 months, it will have to be. I think it'd be enough to take my parents with me to the first place. Would have to be. It would have to be. I feel Bali because it's quite quiet
Mm,
and it's quite remote. So it's like a holiday experience, holiday resort.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Okay, so 10K a month to get your parents traveling and enjoying this experience. But I mean, what happens
Mm.
after? I mean, do you just stay at 10K? Why not 20, 30, 50K a month? I mean,
Yeah. Now you can't. I don't think I'll want to just stay at Tinker USD because I mean that's how I'm kind of here, wanting to stay in this position that I'm
mm,
currently in.
mm.
Yeah, so I definitely have to set a bigger goal for myself after achieving that.
So what goal would you want to achieve? Like what happens 6 months later? What come on, what do you see yourself going?
Well, I mean, I see myself definitely if I had to make the money online, I would see myself in the penthouse. I
Mm.
would love a penthouse, cars, the M4,
Whoa.
yeah, like a Maserati. That's one thing that
Whoa.
I've always wanted to do. So,
Wow.
but yeah, like having a penthouse, traveling the world, going on a holiday for more than 4 weeks.
Mm.
That that's something that also, yeah, that's something
Wow.
that also I would see myself doing.
Okay. So penthouse, Maserati, M4, and living this life where you have more than 4 weeks at a time where you travel. I
Yeah,
mean, how much would that cost, do you think?
yeah, that would definitely be over 200K a month if you're thinking about all of those things, like the
Wow.
penthouse. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And what would the penthouse and having these luxury cars and this lifestyle really what would that do for you? And what would that look like?
Well, it would, to give me that feeling of satisfaction that I've worked hard for the stuff that I wanted, and I finally, after a long period of time, I finally get what I wanted.
Hmm.
Uh,
And what was it
to
that you
yeah,
mm,
to bring me satisfaction. You know, yeah.
bring you satisfaction? Okay. Because you mentioned like the whole reason you wanted to get out of your job and get to these goals was to, retire your parents and make them feel good so you can also achieve your goals. I mean, can we
Mm-hmm.
do this working this construction job where we're having these
Yeah.
200K months, 50K months and creating that amount to get your parents to that goal?
No, definitely not. I
So,
mean, no. Yeah, no,
I
I
mean,
don't
so
think so.
so Irkaan, like what's it been like being the version of you that isn't able to be provide and create that reality for your parents now?
I mean, it's like you wanna give back to them. So essentially, me not being able to give back to them, it's upsetting, you know, because I'm not fulfilling my duties as a son to give back because they gave me a decent life and opportunity to do what I wanna do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Not living up to this standard that you've set, where you want to provide for your parents and get to this 10K a month. I mean, is staying is continuing to choose this construction job, what's the cost of that if you continue this bound down this path?
Well, I did, if I have to continue down here, I feel like I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do it for much longer, mentally and physically. Yeah, I feel like I'd be stuck in the same cycle of never getting to where I want to get and ultimately living my life in regret.
Mm. So living this life in regret and not being able to provide the things that you've been wanting to provide for so long. I mean, if what's that going to look like 6 months down the line if we continue to choose going to this construction job?
Um, I can't. I don't think I'll be able to continue going, choosing this life. If I want to achieve the stuff that I want to achieve, because yeah, everyone around me is just so upset, so miserable. So I don't need to change my life around. Need to make that change.
Mm, okay. But I mean, when you say change, I mean, is it you changing a shirt, changing your outfit? Like
Now I
change
would
can
have
be
to.
many things.
I would have to definitely the change my environment, change what I've been doing. I would have to put in more work in what if I want to achieve this lifestyle of having this penthouse, having having these cars, going to all of these places. I would definitely make a big change in me and how much work I put in.
Mm, okay. So when you say change, like change your environment and the things that you're doing, the inputs, your work. I mean, like what does that sort of look like for you? I mean, you can always go to another 9 to 5, another job. You get the same thing. Always go to another place and continue this. Like, what does that change of environment and work and mindset or the way you show up? What does that really look like for you, Irkan?
If I have to change environments, change the workplace, I'll, if I have to try something new, I would definitely need the guidance. If I'm doing something new completely, I would have to have guidance in order to show me that I'm doing the right things, taking the right steps in order to get me to where I want to get and ultimately achieve what I want to achieve.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Irkan. I
Mm.
mean, you don't have to do this. I mean, you can continue to stick down this job. I mean, you've already been there 2 years. I'm sure another 2 years won't hurt down the line.
Nah, what? For another 2 years, I could be essentially wasting my time again for more, for longer. So now I need to make that change now. Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of what needs to happen now so that in 6 months' time you're not regretting changing for the worse or being regretting choosing the right path because you have a choice. There's two identities. There's the Irkan that continues to show up at his dead end job and he has continues to procrastinate and let this fear of failure, be in his life and continue down the same cycle. But then we also have the Irkaan that takes on the action and continues to move this forward and uses the past to not define him, but actually actually fuel his next version of himself. I mean, Irkan, which person do you want to be at the end of the day?
Definitely, I would have to be the one you write. I'd have to be that one, the one that redefines myself and essentially uses my past, the time that I've wasted as fuel to get me to where I want to get.
Mm.